the one line that has the highest increase is the line that we call CFS, or Consolidated Funds.
Correct.
CFS is basically debt repayment and pensions, and these are figures or numbers that you cannot change.
Correct.
Because if debts become payable, you'll have to pay them.
Correct.
And if pensions become payable, you'll have to pay them.
And
we have been operating a pension system which is not contributory. So it is the government paying for pension. So you will find that pension payment, CFS payment has increased from 1.36 to 1.501 trillion. So that is the heaviest increase in the budget. It's not even the recurrent expenditure some people want to believe. But now let me talk about zero-based budgeting. Remember, we indicated last year that this year will be the first year for implementation of the zero-based budgeting.
Correct.
And we exactly implemented that. But you see, for us to actualize full potential of zero-based budgeting, it will take about 3 years. So this is the first year of implementation. There are still challenges, but
Correct.
I am happy that largely we prepared our budget based on zero-based budgeting, where every expenditure was justified before being captured. And that is why you will see, for example, in certain state departments like energy, we have reduced the budget for energy significantly to now only 35 billion. Why? Because we realized out of this engagement that a lot of projects that are being funded through that state department are commercially viable projects that can easily be implemented outside the normal budgeting process. And that is why we have taken them out and planning to support or finance those projects through the National Infrastructure Fund and PPP models. So we have largely prepared this budget on the basis of justification of every expenditure, as opposed to what has previously been the case of incremental budget. But I wouldn't say it is perfect, because this is the first year of implementation. There is already a tool that we have that we gave to state departments and various MDAs to use, and that tool has been used, but it is still under being tested and refined. So in the next financial year, it will be better. And the third financial year, it should be perfect. So that is where we are as of now.
Great. The reason why I was asking about the adoption of zero-based budgeting is because you have also been a proponent of doing away with supplementary budgets. And we have seen that in the last financial year, you've only had one supplementary budget. Do you foresee a time when we will not have any supplementary budgets, given the size of the budget, particularly in this 2026-2027 financial year?
Yes, I've actually been a proponent of proper planning. And I've said before that the problem that we have in our budgeting process is that we are not linking plans to budgets. And that is why in my speech today, you will hear a lot of emphasis on planning and what we intend to do and introduce the planning bill. Remember, in this country, we have laws governing public finance management. We have laws governing procurement. We have laws guiding or guiding on asset management. But we don't have any law on national planning. And so that is a law that we are going to introduce this year, so that we can have proper plans. Because again, if you don't plan well, then you cannot have a good budget and even a good financial plan. Now, that is one thing that we are going to do. But I want to just point out that last year, if you noticed, we tried as much as possible to capture most of the expenditure and align the budget to reality. And that is why, were it not for some disruptions that we have seen, especially the war in the Middle East and a bit of underperformance of KRA, we were literally not going to have, there was going to be no need really for supplementary budget. But we've done one supplementary budget. We may bring a second one, but the second one we are bringing is just to align donor-funded projects, and not really to put more expenditure into the supplementary budget. But that is one first step. In this financial year, I am looking at a budget that, if we have to do supplementary budget, should be one. But I project that we may do a supplementary budget, because this war is very difficult to assess as at now. And if the war is going to continue, then we may be forced to again reassess our expenditure to align it to the realities and the revenue collection.
Right.
But going forward, and in the event that there is no disturbance and there is no emergency like flooding, like drought or anything of that nature, we should have only one budget.
Only one budget.
In the event we have some disruptions or shocks, whether internal or external, then obviously supplementary budget may be necessary. But I'm looking at a situation where this country, we in the next 2 or so years, in the event there is no disruption, we should not have any supplementary budget at all.
Okay.
Because that is the ideal. That is where we should go. Okay. That is what good planning is all about.
All right, fair point. Let's now handle the elephant in the room, Bwana CS. 1.01 trillion in deficit. How do we plan to plug this? And why I ask this question is because